It's Candace. It's Thursday. It's 10 a.m. You know what time it is. It's Coffee Chats with Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Coffee Chats with Candace. Not a good time to have the hiccups when you go live. So I am live today and I missed you guys. Excuse me. That's gonna be stupid. Um anyway, so if you're new here, I'm Candace, your go-to beauty business foundations coach. I help beauty pros like you get legit, organized, and financially confident from day one. This is not going to be good, I can already tell. So, I've been in business for almost 30 years, and I'm here to help you. This is going to be a blooper. I'm here to help you skip the confusion, avoid the costly mistakes, and finally feel confident in running your business like a pro. So I'm not teaching techniques, I'm teaching business. So this is the stuff that your customers don't see directly, but indirectly through you and how you show up for them. Because when your back end business stuff is taken care of, then you show up better. You're more relaxed. Everything feels like it flows much better. So that's what we want. So, all right. So grab your cup of coffee or beverage of your choice. No judgment, and let's chat. So I see I'm live. I'm live today on YouTube as well. And anyway, so if you're here, let me know, how was your Thanksgiving? I missed you guys. I miss being here. But mine was pretty plain. It was pretty low key. So, but anyway, tell me about yours. Did you travel? Did you stay home? Um, what did you have? Did you have traditional turkey? Did you have excuse me, did you have like us? Did you have brisket? Do you have something else? So let me know. I love hearing about it. So, all right, I'm going to try to make it through this, and I apologize for having the hiccups. It's because I was trying to eat my bagel, and I guess I tried to eat it too fast. So that's what caused it, I guess. All right, so what to organize now so that your beauty business doesn't stress you out in January. So, can you believe that we're already on December the 4th? It's going to be Christmas and New Year's before we know it. So, today's topic is one that every beauty pro needs. And honestly, most people ignore it until January and everything feels like a fire drill. So, it could be also waiting until April and then saying, oh my gosh, I'm just going to have to file an extension. So, let's start the new year on a good foot. Let's change the way we've been doing things, and let's make this year be the year that we're going to kick ass. Oh, sorry. I don't think I'm supposed to say that, but maybe in a group I can say that. So anyway, but you're here, you showed up, you're already doing better than 90% of beauty pros already. So January should not feel like chaos. So let's talk about the top things that you can organize right now in a super simple way so that you can walk into January calm, confident, and not scrambling. Excuse me. And just so you know, if this is your first time watching, I have two screens over here, camera here, phone here, checking to make sure everything is going like it should be. So if I look away, that's what I'm looking at. Because a lot of times I do get confused or like distracted, and I'm like squirrel, totally happens all the time. So be prepared for that. So anyway, so going into January confident and calm and not not scrambling. So wouldn't that feel amazing? It's totally possible too. So first, clean up your records, your receipts, and your expenses, just the basics. So you don't need a fancy system. Even having a simple folder called 2025 expenses is better than a drawer full of chaos or a shoebox full of chaos. So um, I remember my mom. My mom was not a good business person. She did not do paperwork well. She did all kinds of other things well, but paperwork was not her thing. So she always was scrambling and didn't have finally, and maybe that's why um, I am who I am today, because I just do that naturally. So anyway, so here's what to do. So grab your loose receipts. You're going to take photos of any missing ones. You're going to match up anything in your bank account that says, like Target or Amazon, that might be a business purchase. And you're going to start by putting everything in one place. So you'll thank yourself later, and you'll thank me too, I promise. Excuse me. All right. So don't forget, I also have my expense tracker. So that will make life even easier. So comment tracker and I'll get you the details. All right, 2. So do a quick check on sales tax you might owe. Sales tax is so big, and a lot of beauty pros don't realize they should be charging it. So, and they don't realize that they owe it until the state sends them a letter in the mail, or they start Googling and panic. So right now is the perfect time to look at what you sold, what's taxable in your service or product menu, whether you collected it, and whether you already deposited it. So if you filed your report, etc. But if you don't know, then you didn't file a report and you need to. So even 5 minutes will help you walk into January knowing exactly where you stand. It's all about taking those few minutes and making those few minutes count, because we're overwhelmed. And I tell you, I am so overwhelmed with so many other things right now. I totally get it. So you want to try to write things down. I got a new little tool I learned it from a guy, Phil Palin, who wrote a book about AI, and he was at Creator Camp back in the beginning of October, and he has this little tool. It's called Plod AI, and so it's a little recording device, and it actually hooks on the back of my phone through the magnet, and it can record. So it can record live, like right now. If I put it on my phone, attach it to my phone, it can actually record my phone calls, and then it can also sync to the app, and then I will have my notes, and then AI does all kinds of neat things. It creates a mind map, it creates a to-do list. So anytime I start thinking about stuff I need to do, I try to turn this on so that I can get it recorded, because it's easy for me to be able to just push this little button right here if I'm in the car or whatever, and I don't need to open up my phone or do an app or anything like that. So it's very helpful. All right, so number 3, you want to review your business bank account. So this is simple. You want to look at your business bank account and ask yourself, first, do you have a business bank account? Because if you don't, you need a business bank account. Let's go into January and with our business bank account, because that is so important. So if you don't have a business bank account, then this next question, am I still mixing personal and business money, is true. But you could have a business bank account and still mix your personal and business money. So we want to pay attention to that as well. Are there any mystery charges that you've been ignoring? Do any of the or do the deposits match what your clients paid you? So you want to look back. If you have a POS, you want to pull your reports, look that back because when you're trying to look at that months later, it is so ridiculous because I have to do that with my accountant too. They'll send me a report. It's called an AMA report, which is Ask My Accountant, and um, they they will send that to me and they're like, "Hey, do you remember this? What you did in January?" And I'll be like, "No, I don't know. Did I even buy that? Was that even me?" I mean, it's common. So if it could even happen, it was so funny. Last night, I was talking to my husband, little detour, talking to my husband, and said that I was asking him about some deposits that I needed to do because I have the multi accounts and I transfer from the income account, etc. And I asked him about this deposit, and it was like over a $9,000 deposit, almost $10,000. And I said, "It's from this person. This is the person that wrote it." And he's like, "We don't have a customer named that." And I'm like, "Okay, well, you have you have a check, you deposited it. It's there." So I had to go do some searching, and find out. I couldn't find it on the amount. I couldn't find it on the name. I found other names that were close to that, but it wasn't that. And so I went back to the schedule. I looked at that. I saw on the day that there was this particular change out that he had. And I was able to match it up with that. So it was somebody's completely different name with a complete different address because they had a P.O. box on their checking account address instead of the physical address. So I don't know how those two people are related. If they're, spouses or sister and brother or what, I don't know. Mother and son, who knows? So, but it made it really, really difficult to match. So, and then my husband, I mean, this was only last month. And he could not remember. He's like, "I don't have anybody that name. I don't remember receiving that." So it goes so fast because your memory just cannot hold on to all of those things because you have so many things that are happening in the day to day. So deposits matching with your clients, that's important. So if something looks weird now, clean it up. Not in tax season when you barely remember anything, but also if you do it immediately, like I said, it's gonna save you so much time in the future. So, all right. So number 4, get a quick drink. All right. So number 4 is I'm gonna check and see if there's any comments too. My thing is not well. Hopefully, I can't see any comments. So hopefully it's okay. But so number 4 is your essential business information. So this includes your client records, your liability insurance documents, your LLC information, any important logins, your policies, waivers, pricing list. So most beauty pros have these scattered in like 12 places or, like 24 places, who knows. But you want to choose one place for these. And I was looking at mine because I was having to do my engagement for my accountant to do our accounting and everything for next year. And I have it actually. Molly, which was our office manager, some of you know about that, some of you don't, but our office manager at our air conditioning business, she passed away in December of 2023. I'm sorry, in November of 2023. So it's just been 2 years. And she had this little book that she kept, and it was actually a really great idea. So it worked for her. And what it was a photo album, was one of those little inexpensive photo albums, like that holds by 4 by 6 things. And that was her quick reference guide that she made. And so she had all the things. Anytime I needed to ask her, hey, what is this or what is that, she could flip to that and she would have it. So I have that for my other companies, but I didn't have it for our air conditioning company because she always had it. And I always relied on her to have that for me. So those are things that you want to have. You want to have that on a document. So for example, if you have sales tax, your web file number, and then if you have an LLC or you want your your SOS file number, you want your Texas ID. Well, mine's Texas ID. You want your ID number. And then, for example, for air conditioning, you have shareholder information you have to provide. So I have to provide mine and my husband's personal home address, that kind of stuff. You want to know the start date. You want to know the incorporation date. So, if you do sales tax, so if you went from a sole proprietor to an LLC, some states require you to apply for a new permit. So that's what I had to do whenever I went from a sole proprietor for my tanning business to an LLC for my tanning business. Is I had to complete a new uh, application for sales tax, and then I had to close out my report. So we stopped it on like June 30th of the year, and then started the new one on July 1st. That way I had a clean, even break. So, but all that to say, you want to choose one folder, so digital or physical, and I am all about digital because you can back it up in so many ways. And you can call it Beauty Biz Essentials. And so it's done. And then your stress level will drop instantly. So I talk about too sometimes I've talked about that in the past, but I do something a little different. So I have a filing organization and naming convention that works for me. And that's what I feel like is easy to help with for if you have employees, if you have other people that are looking into your files, so that or they're saving files into the same directory. Because, like, for example, if I have Molly, formerly Molly, myself, my husband, I had, another assistant, I have two VAs. If I have people saving stuff into one place, we all would name it something differently based on what we see on the document, right? So how would that make you remember it? So I found a way that works that is simplistic, so that no matter who saves the document, they answered these same questions and it's uniform. So everywhere looks exactly the same. And if somebody's looking for it and they say, oh, I need this document or I need this, then we know exactly what we need to search for in order to be able to find it. So, and it's really streamlined our filing. So it especially helps having multiple companies for me. So if you want to learn how to do it for yourself, you can book a clarity call and let's chat about it. I am so happy to be able to share that information with you and get you set up so that it's simplified for you as well. All right, so number 5, take 5 minutes to set up your January for success. So here's what I recommend. Choose your operating hours. So are you gonna change your hours for next year? Are you going to make adjustments, be open longer, be open less, change your days, etc.? Decide when you're available for clients. So if you're going to say, all right, I'm going to be available from this time to this time, then make it so and block out the other time for yourself or whatever you need it to be for. So we don't want to always be giving to everybody else and not giving to ourselves. And I know that firsthand because I experience it a lot. So, so you want to note any holidays or closures. And in January, I do that for the entire year, and I update my Acuity with all the dates for the holidays, for any vacation, if you're planning your vacation, when you're going, make that already set. If there's some time that that you want to take off, or if you're going to be gone to a conference, or if you're going to be gone to, you know, whatever, training or whatever, then make sure to put that on your calendar, book it out so that you don't have to worry about having to reschedule clients because you forgot to update your calendar. So, and plan your first promotion of the year. Let's do that now. Let's plan. Okay, we're going to do a new year, new you, which is most of the time what people do. Or you want to do something new year, new something else, or even change it completely and um, have your winter special. So when you walk into January with a plan, you feel like a CEO and not like someone that is trying to survive. So we don't want to be that. And for full transparency, right now I'm in survival mode because things have just been happening. So I've been trying to keep up. So while I have a lot of things that are in place and put together, I still have a little bit of difficulty trying to get all my things done right now because of personal things that are going on. So, anyway, all right. So, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, Candace, this is exactly what I've been needing, but I don't even know where to start. I hear it a lot. You're not alone. You're not alone. I was there. A lot of beauty pros are there. So they're so talented. You're so talented, but no one teaches us the business side. And that's exactly why I do what I do. Having to learn it the hard way for all these years. And, you know, I can help you with that and fast track your way, and you don't have to worry about it as much. Yes, you have to learn things, but I can help you not struggle and have to be like reinventing the wheel to try to figure out what works the best for you. So, and all of it becomes so much easier when you have a simple foundation and someone explaining it in normal people language, not, accountant robot language, or, MBA language or whatever. So, I want that for you. I want that so that you can focus on making that money because that's what it's about, making the money and the freedom, the time freedom that we get from being in business. So, all right, well, that's all that I've got. So, I want to thank you so much for being here on the live or the replay. And I hope you have a fabulous Thursday and a fabulous weekend. And make sure that you drink your coffee, enjoy your time, and or drink your beverage of your choice and put your feet up. So have a great weekend. I will see you guys later.